In the secretive heart of Salem, where history whispered tales of old, the Limp Mansion stood as a testament of time, casting a long shadow across the town. Welcome to the World Stories channel, your one-stop destination for horror stories, supernatural tales, mysterious situations, stories obscured by the media, lost leads, forgotten ancient civilizations, global events, historical crises, economic situations, and the history of wars. Join us as we delve into the unknown, uncover the hidden, and explore the world's mysteries. Imposing age-worn structure, where every corner echoed the past, was home to a myriad of stories. But the mansion was different, not in its architectural grandeur or haunting beauty, but something far more elusive. It was something deeper, something that dwelled in the hidden crevices of the mansion, unseen yet undeniably present. It started subtly. The mansion often seemed to be engaged in hushed whispers with unseen entities, ensnared in a world that existed only within its ancient walls. A world that the mansion seemed to share with someone or something that wasn't visible to the human eye. Townsfolk dismissed it as mere rumors, a common practice in a town steeped in history. Yet the mansion's caretakers noticed something else, something that couldn't be shrugged off as the mere creak of old wood. The mansion held secrets, an air of wisdom even, that seemed far beyond its centuries-old existence. It was as if it had housed 1,000 souls or was channeling the energy of an ancient, unseen entity. As days turned into weeks, the mansion's aura grew more potent. Lights would flicker in the middle of the night, rooms would chill suddenly, and an eerie glow would seem to emanate from the mansion. Its once silent nights were now filled with chilling whispers, shattering the peace of the Salem nights. The townsfolk started whispering. Rumors of a malevolent force inhabiting the Limp Mansion spread like wildfire. Salem, once a quiet town, was now wrapped in a cloak of fear and uncertainty. Yet no one dared to intervene, for the mansion was not harming anyone, and the unseen presence remained just that, unseen. It wasn't until the night of the thunderstorm that the true nature of the mansion's unseen inhabitant revealed itself. And from that night on, the historic town of Salem and the Limp Mansion at its heart would never be the same again. Welcome back, folks. Fasten your seatbelts as we journey through the chilling transformation of the once cheerful Limp Mansion. As the invisible entity's influence grew stronger over the years, the mansion's youngest resident, a once bright and lively child, began to change alarmingly. This radiant child, who was once the lifeblood of the mansion, slowly turned into a reclusive figure. His contagious laughter, which used to resonate throughout the mansion, was gradually replaced by a chilling silence. The family witnessed with dread as their cherished child started exhibiting erratic and threatening behavior. They would often discover him communicating with vacant rooms, seemingly engrossed in discussions with an unseen being. His previously sparkling eyes now appeared vacant, seemingly mirroring the darkness that had engulfed the child's transformation was confined to his demeanor. His health also began to decline. The once robust and lively child now looked sickly and emaciated. As they struggled to comprehend their child's inexplicable changes, the family's bewilderment and terror escalated. The mansion's formerly vivacious atmosphere was now filled with an ominous silence, punctuated only by the child's sporadic outbursts or the chilling whispers that seemed to originate from the mansion's walls. As the storm outside mirrored the turmoil within the mansion, the family found themselves teetering on the edge of despair. They watched in helpless horror as their sanctuary of warmth and affection mutated into a bone-chilling theater of inexplicable occurrences. In a desperate move, they decided to seek aid, hoping to rescue their child and restore harmony in their dwelling. Little did they know this decision was the beginning of a horrifying journey, a journey that would unveil the true nature of the unseen presence in the Limp Mansion. Over the years, the child's residence morphed from a haven of warmth and love into a chilling theater of inexplicable events. The transformation wasn't abrupt. Rather, it was a slow and gradual process that seemed to mirror the child's personal metamorphosis. The once cheerful mansion, a place filled with joy, was now a haunting semblance of its former self. It bore witness to a myriad of inexplicable events that seemed to defy reason and logic. The walls, once echoing with the melodious laughter of the child, now reverberated with eerie sounds and sinister whispers. The rooms, once vibrant and full of life, were now cold and lifeless, the air heavy with a foreboding. The once cozy corners and familiar spaces seemed to hide unseen terrors within their shadows. A strange energy seemed to permeate the house, an aura that was palpable, almost tangible. The halls, once bustling with activity, were now a playground for unseen forces, the inhabitants often hearing footsteps when no one was there. Objects moved of their own accord, doors slammed shut without a hint of breeze, lights flickered with no apparent reason, as if unseen entities were making their presence felt. The mansion was no longer just a house, it was a stage for the supernatural. As the years passed, the inexplicable events escalated in their intensity, the mansion's transformation reaching a chilling crescendo. It was not just a frightening spectacle, it was a horror that defied understanding. A nightmare that haunted the souls of those who lived within its walls. And so, in an act of desperation, the family reached out to an exorcist, a man with a reputation for battling the unseen. As the imposing iron gates of the mansion creaked open, a figure stepped through. It was the Exorcist, a man molded by his numerous face-offs with the supernatural entities. He looked battle-ready, an air of stern determination wrapped him. His persona was of a silent warrior where his hush conveyed more than words ever could. His gaze was penetrating, filled with the burden of endless confrontations with the invisible. Despite such hardship, his eyes held an unwavering decisiveness, a steely resolution that testified to his lifelong exposure to the eerie world of the supernatural. His name resonated as Father O'Malley. An experienced exorcist, he had faced malevolent spirits more times than he could recount. He emanated the energy of a battle-hardened soldier, one who'd experienced the darkest abyss and triumphed over it, repeatedly. His presence instilled a peculiar tranquility, a ray of hope amidst the horrifying tempest that had swallowed the family. His first encounter with the child was disconcerting. Behind the pure angelic face was a veil, concealing the malign spirit lurking within. Father O'Malley's gaze remained unwavering. He studied the child closely, making a mental note of every abnormal twitch, every disturbing gesture. His vast experience guided him to understand the signs, to decode the veiled dialect of the possessed. In the hushed stillness of the night, the exorcist began to navigate the sprawling mansion, ready to confront the malevolent spirit. The old house, teeming a grim history, was veiled in an eerie silence, as if the world was anticipating a grave event. The exorcist, a man of unflinching faith and indomitable spirit, stood at the threshold of this ghostly labyrinth, prepared to delve into the spiritual abyss. As he ventured into the depths of the mansion, he encountered signs of haunting, doors inexplicably creaking open, elusive whispers echoing through the halls, chilling drafts sweeping the rooms, and objects mysteriously displaced. The sense of an unseen presence was inescapable. Beneath the layers of dust and time, the house was alive with the restless spirit that had taken hold. Embarking on the initial phase of his mission, the exorcist began to communicate with the entity. His voice, steadfast and sonorous, began to permeate the silence, initiating a dialogue with the unseen specter. Latin phrases heavy with the weight of his conviction reverberated through the mansion, reaching out to the entity lurking in the shadows. The spirit, cornered and provoked, communicated through the mansion, its wrath manifesting in violent tremors that shook the house and the child's distorted expressions and guttural cries. Yet the exorcist remained calm, his tenacity undeterred by the unnerving spectacle. Guided by the beacon of his faith, he plunged further into the house, the tension palpable in each creaking floorboard and whispering wall. Despite the escalating conflict, the exorcist was resolute. His prayers grew more fervent, his voice more authoritative as he navigated the haunted mansion. His unwavering conviction lit the path through the enveloping darkness, reflecting the potency of his faith. This was not a mission he could afford to lose, for a young child's soul was at stake. In the wake of the storm, the exorcist stood resolute, a bulwark against the forces of darkness. The struggle that ensued between him and the malevolent spirits was a battle of wills, a contest of supernatural might against the indomitable strength of human faith. As we delve into this harrowing narrative, we get a glimpse of the terrifying confrontation that ensued. The Exorcist, a beacon of hope in the midst of chaos, faced the evil spirits with unwavering resolve. It was a clash of polar opposites, an unyielding struggle in which the Exorcist, underpinned his potent faith, sought to banish the restless entities tormenting the innocent child. The very air was fraught with tension, every moment a test of the Exorcist's resilience and determination. The struggle, however, was not a one-sided ordeal. The spirits fought back with a ferocity born of desperation, their malevolent influence attempting to retain its hold over the child. But the Exorcist, imbued with an unshakable allegiance to the forces of good, fought back with relentless fervor. Finally, after a tumultuous confrontation, the Exorcist emerged victorious. The calm that followed was a testament to his success. The restless entities, once an insurmountable threat, had been subdued, their destructive influence banished from the child's being. The Exorcist's triumph not only signified the expulsion of the evil spirits, but also marked the restoration of sanctity and serenity within the family home. His victory served as a poignant reminder of the power of steadfast faith and the indomitable spirit in overcoming even the direst of supernatural threats. In essence, this narrative of the child and the Exorcist is not merely a tale of the supernatural. It is a testament to human resilience and fortitude, a story of a family's refusal to succumb to terror, and an exorcist's unwavering stand against the forces of evil. It is a narrative that highlights the power of faith, the strength found in the darkest of hours, and the perennial struggle between good and evil. The tale serves to remind us that no matter how overwhelming the forces of darkness may appear, the light of goodness, courage, and faith inevitably prevails. From the remnants of the ordeal, we transport you to the heart of Salem, where a different kind of darkness lurks. In its center stands the Limp Palace, a house that whispers tales of haunts and spirits. This grand structure, once a symbol of affluence and power, now stands as a chilling testament to the unseen world that coexists with ours. Its once vibrant walls now wear a cloak of gloom, its grandeur replaced by an eerie silence that sends chills down the spines of the bravest townsfolk. The Limp Palace is not just a house. It's a living, breathing entity, steeped in legends and ghostly tales. For centuries, it has been the subject of countless eerie occurrences and sightings, each more spine-chilling than the last. Whispers of apparitions in the dead of the night, of objects moving on their own, of ghostly laughter echoing through its empty halls, have made the Limp Palace a subject of dread and fascination. And now, our brave exorcist, fresh from his victorious encounter, sets foot in this forsaken realm to investigate and confront the spirits of the Limp Palace. Armed with his unwavering faith and an indomitable spirit, the exorcist ventures into the heart of this haunted mansion, ready to face whatever lurks within. With the completion of the exorcism, an unexpected transformation takes place. The once gloomy walls now display a newfound radiance, and the eerie silence is replaced by a tranquil stillness. The Limp Palace, purged of its spectral occupants, now stands not as a symbol of dread, but resilience. The townsfolk, initially wary, now look upon this place newfound respect and fascination, learning the power of faith and the possibilities of change. This experience serves as a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable darkness, the human spirit, armed with faith and determination, can triumph. The story of the Limp Palace is now a testament to courage, resilience, and the triumphant victory of light over darkness. So brace yourselves, as the tale of the rebirth of Limp Palace awaits you. As we leave the restored Limp Palace, our journey takes us to the bustling heart of the city. Amidst the hustle and bustle, we're introduced to a young girl named Haley Stark, seemingly innocent with a sparkle in her eyes that could light up the darkest corners. But there's more to Haley than meets the eye. She has a purpose, a mission she's committed to. She crosses paths with Jeff Kohlberg, a man whose charm hides a sinister secret. Jeff, suspected of being a predator, carries an air of danger around him, concealed under a veneer of sophistication. Their interaction begins innocently, shrouded under the guise of a chance meeting. Haley, with her youthful innocence, and Jeff, with his predatory allure, dance around each other in a dangerous game of cat and mouse. As the conversation progresses, the subtle hints of Jeff's dark nature start to surface. His smooth words and charming demeanor mask a dangerous secret, a secret Haley is determined to uncover. The tension builds, the stakes rise as Haley suggests they head to his place. The suggestion hangs in the air, a dangerous proposition that could change the course of the night. But unbeknownst to Jeff, Haley has a plan that might turn the tables and expose the true nature of the beast. As the scene fades, we're left wondering what fate awaits Jeff and how far Haley will go to reveal the truth. Stay tuned as the story unfolds and the hunter becomes the hunted. Upon entering Jeff's house, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The once innocent Haley begins to show signs of a calculating mind beneath her youthful exterior. She moves about with a newfound confidence, her every action measured and deliberate. The house, filled with opulent decor, echoes a chilling silence as Haley leads Jeff deeper into her carefully laid trap. We watch as Haley offers to make a drink, a seemingly innocent gesture that belies the danger lurking beneath. Her hands work with practiced ease, slipping a substance into Jeff's drink, her face betraying no hint of her malicious intent. She hands him the drink, her eyes holding his in a hypnotic gaze. As Jeff unsuspectingly sips his drink, the tension in the air is palpable. The viewer is on the edge of their seat, waiting for the inevitable to happen, and then it does. Jeff's face starts to show signs of confusion, his charm fading away, replaced by a dawning realization of the danger he's in. He looks at Haley, his expression a mix of fear and betrayal as he stumbles, his body succumbing to the effects of the drug. The once confident predator now seems helpless, his world darkening as he slips into unconsciousness. Haley watches him, her face a mask of determination. As Jeff's world darkens, Haley prepares for the next phase of her plan, her resolve unshaken. The scene ends with her standing over a fallen Jeff, the hunter, now the hunted. The tables have turned, and Haley's true mission is about to begin. Jeff awakens, his head pounding, his vision blurry. His surroundings are unfamiliar, his body tied to a chair. The room is dimly lit, the only source of light coming from a single lamp. The once opulent house now seems like a sinister cage, with Haley as its keeper. The youthful girl has transformed into a stern avenger, her eyes cold, her demeanor determined. She stands before Jeff, her figure silhouetted against the light. As Jeff's vision clears, he sees Haley holding a series of photographs, evidence of his past crimes. "Recognize these?" Haley asks, her voice eerily calm. Jeff's eyes widen in shock, his charming facade crumbling as he stammers, trying to deny the accusations. But his words fall on deaf ears. Haley continues, detailing his crimes, her voice steady, her resolve unshaken. Jeff squirms in his chair, the ropes digging into his skin as he tries to free himself, but his efforts are in vain. He is at Haley's mercy, the tables turned, his fate sealed. The scene ends with Haley standing over Jeff, her face set in grim determination. With Jeff at her mercy and the evidence laid bare, Haley was ready to deliver her final blow. The viewer is left in suspense, the tension building for the final act, the ultimate confrontation. As we open up on the final act of her revenge, Haley forces Jeff to confront his actions. Her voice is as cold as ice, her words sharp as a knife. "This is the end, Jeff," she says, her voice echoing in the dimly lit room. Each photograph of his past crimes is presented before him, the evidence of his guilt undeniable. Jeff can only watch, his attempts at denial silenced by the weight of his own actions. The tension in the room is palpable, each passing moment bringing us closer to the climax of the story. As Haley's victory over Jeff becomes imminent, his desperate pleas for mercy fall on deaf ears. His charm, his lies, his manipulation, none of it can save him now. His world crumbles around him, his victims finally getting their justice. The viewer watches as Jeff, once the predator, becomes the prey, his downfall a testament to Haley's determination. In the aftermath of Haley's revenge, the scene closes on a chilling note. The room is silent, the only sound being the faint hum of the lamp. Haley's figure, once small and insignificant, now looms large over Jeff, her victory complete. The viewer is left with a lasting impact, the image of Haley standing over defeated Jeff etched into their mind. In the end, Haley's story serves as a chilling reminder of the power of retribution. Her journey, while disturbing, serves as a stark warning to those who dare to exploit the innocent. As the scene fades out, we're left with a sense of closure, the resolution finally reached. But the memory of Haley's revenge lingers on, a haunting reminder of the consequences of one's actions. From the heart of Salem, we journey to the Crook-Patterson Mansion in Denver, Colorado, a place shrouded in mystery and haunted by the past. This grandiose structure, standing tall and proud amidst the urban landscape, holds within its walls a chilling tale that has lived on for over a century. Built in 1870 by Thomas Patterson, a renowned newspaperman and politician, this mansion was once the epitome of luxury and grandeur. But underneath its opulent exterior lies a tragic story, one that has forever marred its legacy. In the late 1800s, tragedy struck the Patterson family when their beloved daughter Margaret died under mysterious circumstances on the third floor. The details remain hazy, but local folklore suggests that her body was buried within the mansion's walls, her spirit forever trapped within its confines. This tragic event led to the sale of the mansion, its glory quickly fading into obscurity. Over the years, new owners have come and gone, each sharing their own encounters with the ghost of a young girl dressed in old-fashioned clothes. These chilling accounts all lead back to Margaret, the daughter of the house's original owner. The apparitions are said to be most frequent on the third floor, where Margaret's untimely death occurred, her spirit seemingly unable to find peace. As the night falls, the ghost of Margaret continues to roam the halls of the Crook-Patterson Mansion, her presence a chilling reminder of its haunted past. The mansion stands as a testament to the darker side of history, its walls echoing with the echoes of a life cut short. And as we leave the mansion behind, we carry with us a chilling reminder of the past, a ghostly presence that lingers long after the sun is set. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the unseen, we encounter the 12th story, a tale that is woven into the very fabric of the Crook-Patterson Mansion, a narrative that adds another layer to its haunting history. The 12th story is not about the mansion itself, but rather about a small, forgotten room on the third floor where Margaret's spirit is said to reside. In the early 1900s, a local psychic, Madame Zara, was brought in by the then owners of the mansion in an attempt to communicate with the spirit of Margaret. Madame Zara, renowned for her abilities to commune with the other side, accepted the task, her curiosity piqued by the mansion's chilling reputation. The séance was held in the small room on the third floor, the air heavy with anticipation. As Madame Zara began, the room fell into an eerie silence, the only sound the soft murmuring of her incantations. Suddenly the room grew cold, an icy chill creeping up from the floorboards, the flickering candles casting long, monstrous shadows on the walls. Madame Zara's voice grew louder, her words echoing through the room. And then, the unimaginable happened. A soft whisper filled the room, a voice so faint it was barely audible. It was a young girl's voice filled with sadness and longing. Madame Zara, her face pale, confirmed the unthinkable. It was Margaret, reaching out from beyond the grave. She spoke of her loneliness, her sorrow at being trapped within the mansion's walls. Her voice faded as quickly as it came, leaving the room in a silence that was more chilling than before. As the 12th story concludes, we are left with a sense of unease, a creeping dread that clings to the shadows. It is a chilling reminder of the mansion's haunted past and a glimpse into the spectral world that lies just beyond our reach. As we prepare for the next part of our journey, we can't help but feel the weight of Margaret's story, her voice still echoing in our minds. A spectral reminder of the unseen world that exists all around us. The 13th story begins, a tale that will chill you to the bone. As we navigate through the labyrinth of the Crook-Patterson Mansion's history, we stumble upon the 13th story. This story is about a mysterious artifact found within the mansion's walls. After the séance with Madame Zara, the owners discovered a hidden compartment in the room where the séance was held. Inside was a small, intricately carved box, untouched by time. The box, adorned with symbols of an unknown origin, was believed to have belonged to Margaret. The owners, intrigued by the mysterious box, invited a historian specializing in the occult to examine it. As he opened the box, a gust of cold air filled the room, as if a presence was released. Inside the box, there was a single piece of parchment, a cryptic message written in an ancient script. The historian translated the message, revealing a haunting prophecy about the mansion. The prophecy spoke of a cycle of hauntings that would continue until a certain ritual was performed, a ritual that would free the spirits trapped within the mansion, including Margaret. But the details of the ritual were disturbing, involving a sacrifice that no sane person would dare to make. The 13th story leaves us with a sense of dread, a reminder of the unseen forces that lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. As we move further into the mansion's mysteries, we can't help but feel the chilling implications of the 13th story, a spectral tale that has woven itself into the fabric of the Crook-Patterson Mansion. We arrive at the 14th story, a tale that will leave you questioning the nature of reality. As we delve further into the mysteries of the Crook-Patterson Mansion, we explore the disturbing ritual mentioned in the 13th story. This ritual, as described in the parchment found within the ancient box, was believed to be a way to free the spirits trapped within the mansion's walls. The owners, despite their initial apprehension, decided to conduct the ritual, driven by a sense of responsibility towards the restless spirits. The ritual involved the sacrifice of personal belongings, a symbolic representation of letting go of earthly attachments. The owners, gathering their courage, performed the ritual on a moonlit night. As they completed the ritual, a surge of energy swept through the mansion, causing the lights to flicker and the ground to shake. Then silence. A sense of peace descended upon the mansion, a peace that had not been felt for centuries. The spirits, it seemed, had been set free, yet the owners could not shake off the feeling that something else had been awakened, something far more ancient and powerful. As the 14th story concludes, we are left with a sense of wonder and a deeper understanding of the unseen world, a world that exists right beside ours, yet remains hidden from our mortal eyes. Well, folks, you've made it to the end of our chilling journey through the haunted halls of the Crook-Patterson Mansion. We've witnessed the unseen, descended into darkness, and emerged with a newfound understanding of the spirit world. A heartfelt thank you, dear viewers, for sticking with us till the end. Your curiosity and courage are what fuel these explorations into the unknown. So, here's a toast to all of you brave souls. Now, I know we've encountered some pretty unsettling spirits today, and I wouldn't want any of them haunting you for not subscribing. So, to keep those spirits at bay, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Trust me, it's much easier than performing an exorcism. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this spine-chilling journey. Were you spooked, intrigued, or maybe you've got your own ghostly tale to share? Don't keep the chills to yourself. Share this video with your friends and let's get a spooky conversation going in the comments. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your spirits high. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Stay safe, stay curious, and most importantly, stay spooky.